And there's a lot of shit going down, Riley. We have a lot of stuff here. Let's talk about this Flash thing up top.
Crazy.
Yeah, let's do it.
What's going on?
THR dropped this yesterday, and it looks like IT director Andy Muschietti is in talks to take over the Flash. I know, right? The deal
You like this?
hasn't.
You don't like this? You don't think it's
This
real?
is fantastic for
I
me.
love this.
I
don't
love
it's
this.
not a problem with Andy Muschietti. It's
You just
not
don't know if it's going to happen.
It's just
the Flash.
It's just the Flash. This is like the fifth or sixth directorial choice
Like 4
we've
years.
had in 4 years.
I think it's actually fourth, but yes.
Okay, fourth.
It's a
I'm
lo-
sorry.
No, but true.
Because Rick Fumiyama, there was somebody else, and then there
Seth
was
Graham's. Oh God, who
John
was it?
Francis Daly
and Jonathan Goldstein were the most recent
The
one.
first, though, before Famiua was Seth Graham. God, Smith. Thank you.
Oh yeah, it was one before Rick. I mean, so it's like this thing keeps getting cursed, and at some point, nobody's gonna really care because they keep rewriting scripts.
Well, until it actually starts to go into production. Now, but here's the thing. So the reason why I think this is probably the most realistic is
Because of it and him being in Warner
and
Brothers.
he's got Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
and because he's also got a proven hit in the first movie, and now the second movie. People, I mean, I'm not a horror fan. I am. It's one of my most anticipated movies all year. Chapter 2.
I want to go to see it Chapter 2, but I only want to go with Winston Marshall, kind of how like y'all went with Josh McCougar.
Does he get scared?
He gets totally scared.
Why don't we send him and McCougar together?
You know. They'll never see anything on the screen.
McCougar's already going.
But it would be best to see it because, like,
what's wrong, Lassie?
I just think that we're burying the lead here.
What's the lead?
Which is that Ezra Miller is still attached to this movie. It's not about the director for me. It's just so baffling that Ezra Miller is still attached to this movie.
Well, let me finish.
Again, he's already in Warner Brothers family with Fantastic Beasts.
Wait, I want to hear your
They've
point.
been wanting to keep him.
Completely, but if we have lost Ben Affleck, we know that.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill, we probably do
lost.
not have
Yeah.
anymore. Ezra Miller, his contract as well as Ray Fisher's is up,
Yeah.
and he was penning a script to make sure that he would be able to stay in this. And now we have this announcement. So I'm wondering, does that mean that they liked his script
No.
and then
So
took
they're
this director?
They're changing it.
They changed the script.
So then why is
There's
he
more.
still attached to the project?
I think he'll be announced out eventually.
Listen, no.
He has to
So
be.
listen to who they attached to write it now.
We have a new writer, Christina Hodson, who is doing. She wrote Bumblebee. She's writing Birds of Prey. She's writing Batgirl. She is now like the
girl.
it writer.
So the Miller script didn't work.
So
They did
what
not
and they
like
still
that.
have him attached.
And you know what the problem with Miller's script too, because he brought Grant
Grant
Morrison
Morrison,
in,
yeah.
which is cool. The problem was he tried to make the Flash darker. Mm-hmm.
As he said that, which is the dumbest.
and
Right,
that was
'cause-
going against the director's vision.
And plus, you've already been a goofy Flash. Like, you can't just all of a sudden spin it on his head and say, this whole movie's going to be dark. That just doesn't work.
They need to ditch Barry Allen. They have to ditch Barry Allen
I don't
and go
think you
with
did-
Wally West and not have Ezra Miller be in there.
I mean,
we
at this
need
point,
a different Flash.
reestablish your universe. That's what you're doing anyway. The only two
and we
safeguards
can't
they
just have
had.
another Barry Allen in this universe. Okay, so if we're not retconning it, Barry Allen's busy. He's off doing something else. We bring in Wally West. It's a new actor. We have our new Flash. And
Well, you have to
eventually,
establish, in a sense, the only problem with that is you have to establish where Wally comes from and how you get a kid Flash. I get what you're saying.
you could do it in 2 seconds. You could do it in one line, one scene.
Yeah, they could. I mean, they could, but we
have an incredibly successful Barry Allen on the TV show right now. He's ridiculously good. Everybody loves Grant Gustin. I don't know anybody who watches the show. You don't like Grant Gustin?
Oh, I don't have a problem with Grant on the show. I just know about Grant behind the scenes.
What's that?
Oh, yikes.
So I get.
I don't even want to hear this.
So
What is that?
I get doing
Is
Mad
this
Type.
hearsay or is this
Oh
true?
no, this is from actual crew members.
I have
that
heard
work-
from literally every crew member he is the best. I can't believe this.
what do you-
Well, I've heard from some. Well, I've heard he just is like he's gotten that ego because he's that far along, but which is warranted. You 5-6 years
See,
in.
I've heard that many times about Stephen Amell, but
Oh,
I have never
I've
heard
definitely
that
heard that about
Grant.
Amel too, which is like
Interesting.
your last 8th season. Goodbye if you're like that.
But we don't know any of this.
But
for
also,
fact.
one of the things for a fact with Grant Gustin was he doesn't like wearing the suit. You were only cast to be the Flash. That's why if you see him with the suit on, he'll never put the cowl on. Sometimes that's why they did a whole 2-3 episodes with Barry Allen in prison, so he didn't have to wear the suit. You're the Flash. That's what you're supposed to be.
I think it's a preference. I don't think it's I will not wear this suit. I think I prefer not to because it's probably sweaty as shit,
Which,
really uncomfortable.
I mean, of course, it did more than like all the suits. Cress Williams tells me all the time how the Black Lightning suit is uncomfortable. but that's what you were cast for.
Remember when we had the guys in here that said that they were literally in
the
agony,
tick.
dying?
The tick, yeah.
Yeah.
That it was brutal.
But so
and
I mean,
they
it's
hated
just.
it.
But he is a great Barry Allen on screen. He is a great Barry
That's
Allen.
what all I'm saying is not talking about Grant Gustin off screen.
No,
then,
I
but
get what
I'm
you're
just
saying.
he is an amazing Barry Allen. Ezra Miller for me never did it as Barry Allen. I love Ezra Miller, but I think he should have been a Grant Gustin in the first place. But now that we didn't do that, if we finally have new directors and a new script coming, we need a new actor
Well,
and
I'm with you on
probably a
that.
new Flash.
I agree with you on that.
All right, well, cool. Well, we're going to find out. We'll find out. I think this story is far from over, to quote the great Frank Stallone.
Far from home.
Far from over, Frank Stallone.